So it's me, your boy K Samson. So I have this message to give us today. How to do what? How to create what? Love, peace around you. How to create or find peace around you when you are what, in the storm, in your suffering, in your what, in trouble, in difficult time. How to create joy around you, how to create what, love. The issue is this: many of us find it difficult to be happy when things are going wrong around us, because we believe, or we have this mindset that like being sad, not feeling happy, not feeling good when things are wrong, maybe we assume that will solve the problem. The issue is that will not solve the problem. Rather, that will keep you down. That will keep you yourself down. That will make you not to grow. When I mean not to grow, not to be thinking what to do next. You know what I'm saying? So the moment I find out that being sad, being anxious, being angry because of my situation, or being anxious because of what is happening around me, that is when I discover the full meaning of what happiness. You know what I'm saying? So many of us have this mentality, like if we are sad, if we are if things are wrong around us, and we start to make people to understand by being sad and by not feeling well, that means the problem may be resolved. No. So the reason why I decided to do this video is to let you know that you can still be happy even in the storm. You can still be good even in the pain, even in the difficulties, even in the delay, that you can still be happy. So a lot of things are happening around the world. Each of us have what we are truly going through every blessed day, every blessed moment. I'm not going to lie to you, and I will not lie to you. Every one of us have one particular thing, or have one thing to another that we are going through every day. So you need to figure out that it is good for you to create joy in that storm, for you to create happiness in that storm. You know what I'm saying? So I was a type of person who is so anxious before, who is so upset. Whenever something happen, I always blame others, say this one is the cause, this one is the reason. I don't want to take responsibility of my action when I was a kid. So I come to figure it out. Even my dad, I've never seen my dad being sad one day. So there was a day that something happened in my home. So my dad was holding a meeting. So the money that he was holding, it remains something like 50,000. That is 100 euro. It remains something like that for you to complete it. And even in that situation, because he can't ask them to collect the one he contribute. He just want to make sure that he gather all the whole money, that when they are sharing, he will collect his own and take it home. So my dad, even my mom was so sad, my sisters were so sad, and me myself, I'm a kid, I don't know what is going on, but I can figure out that everyone around me, all of them were sad, and my dad was still smiling upon that critical situation, because it remained like only a day for them to share the money. And you know how some ladies talk, all those stuff, all those. So I come to figure it out. My dad is also happy. Nothing like anxious or mad at himself or angry because he is not able, maybe he didn't found the money and it can't go to his brothers to ask all this. So it come to a point, I come to figure it out that my sisters, all of them were so sad so mad, angry, and my brother, my uncles, all of them were like angry, mad, but yet the situation was not based on their angry. And being anxious, being mad cannot solve what the situation. It can't solve the problem. So when I grow up, then I start to realize what is the sources why my father is always what happened. And it comes to a point where he decides to change his name. When other men are eating, mostly in Africa, when they are eating in a table like this, laughing, doing all those stuff, all of them have their names. They decide to, like others. So my dad took a name. He said his name is Joy Joy. This one took. I was there because I was a type of person who like to do what, to be around the elders, stay with them, make some certain things with them, share drink for them, all those stuff. Like mostly when I'm back from church, I don't like to go out. I will just be at home, be with them. Then my father will be the one that will call me, Samson. I said, oh, Dad, I'm here. He said, come and give us drink. They are just there. They were drinking before. He don't want me to go out. He just want me to sit with them and be hearing what they are saying. Because whenever they are gathering, my dad will always want me to accompany them, to be there with them. Even sometimes when he's going to meeting, he will always like me to go with them. My mom will say, no, something is too small to be following you everywhere you are going. You know what I'm saying? So he got to a point where all of them. Then I asked my dad, why do you take this name? He said, son, there's nothing like joy. There's nothing like you feeling joy around yourself. Because, for instance, if you are sad, and because maybe your situation, your condition, you become sad, think about it, that will not solve your problem. You know what I'm saying? So, one way is to find out or to create joy around yourself is you knowing that nothing on earth is permanent. Once you figure it out, you come to understand that nothing on earth is permanent. You understand that whenever you are passing critical situation, you are passing pain, or you are facing some hard time, you are facing some problem, you understand that none of them is permanent. None of all these things that is occurring in our life, or all these things that is going on around the world, none of them is permanent. Think about the sickness that arrived in 2019. Think about the former one they call what? Is it not fever and all those stuff? They have all manners of name. Even this one they call something like macro or micro something. It's something like micro or I can't recall the actual name. So think about them. None of them is being recorded again or remember again. All of them are past. Yes, we lost a lot of people according to what they say, because I didn't see anything. So we lost a lot of people according to what they said. But the issue is this: is there any other thing that you think that can be greater than this 2 to 3 years? Nothing. So if you are passing difficult time, hard time, or you have crashed in your relationship, in your marriage, you just need to calm down. You need to calm down, because none of all these things is come to stay. Everything we are passing on today in life, everything we are being involved, everything that is happening around us is actually for a purpose. So the reason why you need to create this joy, so that you can feel good within yourself. Yes, because you being anxious, being mad, sometimes many of us that was when I was in camp. So there was a day that I was so mad at myself to send money to my parents, because my mom was not feeling alright, and my cousins, they need money, and they needed to help my mom. So there's no money around me, and I was not working. Everyone that I met, no one is ready to help me. Everyone that I asked for help, no one is ready to assist me. Even the reverend father that said he will be my father in public, where more than thousands of people were gathering, he just called me, said, Samson, from today I am your father. I will act as your father. I will be like your father. Whatsoever you need, just call me. I will always be there for you. Why? Because he wanted me to be a reverend father. That's why today the judgment of the Lord will start from the house of God. Believe me. Where thousands of people are gathered. I can recall how many, I can't say thousands, we are more than thousands here in Italy where I used to live. So we were so many people that gathered in that place. I was so happy that God have already given me a spiritual father, that not only because I need help financially or in my school or I need like backup, no, because I don't have father here, I don't have mother here, I'm alone. Then see someone like a reverend father who promised to assist me, not knowing that he's just pretending to make sure I become a reverend father, which I may not be, and I don't believe that I can be that. So I don't know that that is the reason why. And the moment he asked, after he had promised me this, everybody were so happy, everybody were so, we are so rejoicing. Say, oh, Samson, aguri. That is, aguri means what? Something like, in Italy we call it aguri. That is like happy birthday, congratulations, God have done it. And after everything, he still asked me a question. He said, Samson, do you like to be a reverend father? I took a mark. I said, I don't know, but let the will of God be done. The moment I said this word, he's changed his face. Everything's changed. So if I'm a kind of person that look on all those things, and maybe I become mad, I refuse to eat, I refuse to do all those stuff because of his face, his character, and even sometimes when I have a problem, when I become homeless, I called him. I said, we see what I'm going through. He didn't even respond to my call. So that's why you need not to trust anyone. Trust no one on earth. According to Tupac, the American rapper, RIP to him, he said, trust nobody. That the people whom he helped, his own town he helped, he assists, they end up turned against him. Trust no one, because if you put your trust on man, you will end up being frustrated. They will frustrate you, destroy you, and leave you hopeless. So another ways to create joy within yourself, to find peace within yourself, not depend on any man. Yes, I know that this will shock a lot of us. Don't trust anyone and don't depend on any man, anybody. Don't depend on they promise you, and because of that you decide to relax yourself. They promise you that they will help you, they will do this. Because of that, you don't want to work, because you will do what? You will be disappointed. You know what I'm saying? So in that difficult condition, in that pain, don't expect that someone will come to rescue you. Don't think that someone, yes, God may send a helper, but don't put your mind that someone is coming to rescue you. You know what I'm saying? Just only put your mind that you can do it. Then you start to feel joy within yourself. You start to feel happiness. You start to feel the deep part of yourself. Because if you put your trust on man or on your friends, on your relative, you will end up being disappointed. They will frustrate you and they will leave you heartbroken. So don't put your trust on anything. Don't let it lead you to a point where you start to create that mindset that people will always help you, and people who promise you must surely do it. Because many of them who are promising you are just promising you because they want to use you. Many people will come into your life promising you to make you fall into a storm, to make you fall into frustration, and at the end they will leave you. You know what I'm saying? So don't trust no one. You will find joy in trusting no one. You know what I'm saying? You will find joy. Because no one will frustrate you. No one will destroy you. And if you are in a storm, you are passing your difficult time, you are in your desert, and you are in your wilderness, you believe within yourself that you will be the one that will rescue yourself. You will always be happy because you will always believe that you have the faith to do it alone. You know what I'm saying? And another ways to find joy within yourself, know how to smile. Yes, always put smile in your face. Even if someone caused the storm, someone caused you the frustration, someone caused you the disappointment, or they do attack that leads to that. Whenever they see you, they will also get heart attack. Why? Because the more you smile, the more your enemy becomes sad. This is just the reality. Because the more you smile, the more your enemy become mad, the more they get heart attack. So when I was like a kid, when I was in primary school then, so there was an attitude that I do used to have around me. I was a type of person, if you look at my eyes, you understand sometimes it's always red. So I'm a type of person who I don't smile when I was a kid. I don't smile when I was like, I changed when I entered secondary school because of my teacher. Because there was a word that my teacher tell me one day. He said, this one that you are always angry, mad, anytime there's no smile in your face, it's just like you are, I can't recall the word he said in the Bible. Then he said, that is the reason why it's something like you are ugly. When she said it, all my friends in the class were laughing. But she totally changed my mindset. She totally changed everything about me. And even my parents do used to tell me, why are you different? You don't smile, you would always be like you are always mad, you are always angry at any small anything, you are always angry, you feel like there's no joy around you. So the moment this teacher said this, that's when I realized the full reason why my father is always happy. Why my father is always smiling 24 hours. So brothers, the only way how to create or find peace when you are in the storm, when you are in your suffering, or when you are suffering, or you are in your pain, something is occurring, you are facing difficult, and you're involved in one thing to another that is not good, you are in your critical condition. The only way to find peace is you putting smile within yourself. Yes, putting smile within yourself. Even if people try to make you sad, always smile. That's why majority of my friends will say, we love the way you smile. We do this because smiling is one of the best key to confuse your enemy. Yes, smiling is one of the greatest key you will use to confuse your enemy. You know what I'm saying? So your enemy will always be confused, will always be devastated, mad, because the more you become happy, the more they become sad. Whenever they see you, they will always have that mindset. Why are you smiling? Why are you happy? Does that mean what we have done is not happening? Even if it's happening, because of that your smile, they will not understand what is going on. It will just be like a confusion around them. It will just be like you are not confusing them, because they won't identify or notify that you are sad. You know what I'm saying? So always put smile around you, and then you will know, you will see what I'm talking about. So remain blessed. May God bless you. Have a nice day. So always try to create joy, peace around you. Even when you are sad, when things are not working, always try to put these signs in your mouth. You know what I'm saying? Don't depend on anyone, because the more you depend on people around you, the more you depend on someone, the more you'll be expecting to be frustrated. Because many people will do what we promise you heaven and earth. They will tell you they will do this, they will do that, and at the end, none of them they will do what they will fulfill. Because the reason why I'm doing this video, I don't want any of my amazing subscribers to involve what I have gone through. Because it is the promise that they promised me, which I believe them, not knowing that they are serpent acting in a human form, and at the end I was frustrated. So don't let anything or anyone make you feel to do or to trust on them, because people will come and be telling you, we will do this for you, because they want you to trust them. Don't trust no one, according to Tupac. Don't trust no one, because no one on earth wish you well more than you yourself. Even some parents, they don't even wish you well, they don't even care about you, not talk less of your friends, your relatives, your cousins. So my brothers and sisters, always try to be independent. You will understand that even if in that storm, you will always be happy. Even if in that pain, you will always be happy, because you don't depend on anyone before you do anything. And another one, always smile. You know what I'm saying? Another one is always feel joy, because happiness come from no man. Happiness comes within you. You know what I'm saying? And the last not the least, don't do what? Don't look others or look what others are doing to do it. You know, we are living in a world where we see someone who is progressing in this system, who is doing well in this material or this subject or in this business. We decide to do what they are doing because you don't know exactly what they are doing behind. You don't know exactly what is behind their sources, what back them up. So don't depend on anyone, and don't let anything lead you to do competition, because competition is one of the reasons why many people are suffering today. Trying to do competition with someone, people around you, will lead you to a point where you will be frustrated, where you will be hurt. So don't do competition with no one. Always feel joy within yourself. Even in that storm, you will always find joy. If only you can do this, you can handle it. You know what I'm saying? So remain blessed.